I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
Well, one of us needs to be Commissioner Gordon. So,
Oh,
I mean,
that's true. That's true. And
should I
what with the penguin? Oh my God, the
should I have
penguin.
said I'm Batman. I'm Batman like that.
I don't know. I think you're okay. I think you're okay. I like what you did there. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Best Small Business Show, where we help you unlock your potential and become the hero of your own story. I'm your host, BJ Flagg,
And I'm Rich G.
and we are thrilled to have you with us.
Have you ever seen a 4-year-old wearing a Batman t-shirt? I have. My sons have.
Yes, yes.
That kid doesn't just think they're wearing a cool shirt. They
Oh, yeah.
genuinely believe that they're Batman.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have any doubts. They're climbing trees. They're doing stuff. No fears, just
None.
pure, unshakable confidence. Think of that 4-year-old. They just have this, I'm Batman, so.
I know. And just imagine approaching your day with that same level of confidence. It's just would be liberating. Too many of us hold back because, we're all caught up in our heads. We're all thinking, oh God, I can't be that person. We're so worried what other people are going to think or, scared we're going to make a mistake. It's just paralyzing us, Rich. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, in my welcome packet that I send to all of my new clients, it starts out with a quote, and that's why I grabbed this quote, and BJ and I wrote this entire podcast around which is, whatever you're doing today, do it with the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman t-shirt. That's the quote, and we wanted to write all about it and see how we could take this idea, this quote, and apply it to small business. So,
Yeah. And you know what? We just want to explore how you could harness that boldness, and then apply it to everything that you do right now. So let's dive right in or fly, whatever you want to do, and get to it.
absolutely. Well, number one, we want you to embrace your inner hero. Okay. First thing
Okay.
first, embrace your inner hero. Identify what your Batman T-shirt is. It
So
could
like what do
be,
you think
yeah,
about that? Like, yeah, what does that look like to you, Rich?
it could be a new suit, a new dress. It could be a new hairstyle, like my hairstyle. It could be
That's
almost anything.
beautiful.
It could be a new set of glasses. What is your Batman T-shirt? What makes you feel heroic? What builds your confidence? Because it's the worst thing
Right.
going into a meeting and then you're not wearing an old suit, or your tie has a spot on it, or your dress doesn't fit, or there's something. It could be a passion for your work, okay? It could
Yeah.
be a skill you excel at. These are the things that make you a hero, or a dream project you've been yearning to pursue. A lot of small business, I want to write a book. Write the book, do it.
Or write
Whatever
a
it
book.
is, wear your shirt proudly, okay? Figuratively or even literally, okay? Wear that Batman shirt. Let it empower you to take bold actions in your professional and personal life. It's so important.
Oh my gosh, that's true. I remember you said, some of your clients had, past internal obstacles. What talk about that? Because I
Yeah,
think
that's something I work with every time a client, I get a new client. We have a kickoff session. It runs about 2 hours, and I cover obstacles because there are external obstacles that we always blame: the economy, Wall Street, the election, whatever. But
right,
there are
right.
internal obstacles that are more insidious. These are the things that hold us back. I always say it's that little Stephen King writing horror stories, like, oh, you're not good
Yes,
enough and stuff.
yes. Well, that leads me to number two, because I want you to silence the doubt, silence it, because that 4 year old is not thinking about failure or what anybody else might say. They are too busy being Batman. When you think about all those negative thoughts that come into your mind, they just like come out of nowhere. Just put them aside. Don't get all wrapped up in them. You kind of have to replace them with positive affirmations. And remember, you had a phenomenal amount of past successes. You got to where you are because of successes and the strength that you bring to the table. We all have that. That's all right here. And you got to harness it and keep it moving. Right, Rich?
Yeah, when I was in corporate, we were known for how much lucite do you have on your credenza behind you? How many awards have you won? When you run a small business, nobody's giving you awards. Nobody's
No.
acknowledging you. So it's imperative to silence that doubt and remind yourself of all the great things that you've done. Why, BJ, you're an incredible marketer, and why I'm a great coach.
Yeah. And you know what? Early in my career, there was a great group of women presidents, and they asked me to be president. And I tell you, I felt like I was an imposter, but I owned a major business. We had major corporate accounts. We worked with IBM on brand. I mean, we were doing it. Oh my God, that was ridiculous for me to be that way.
Yeah, it's interesting how you hit upon something. A lot of us deal with imposter syndrome, like, oh, I'm not good enough, and that again, that's
Yeah.
that Stephen King writing horror stories. You're not good enough. You are good enough. If I tell clients, you survived the COVID pandemic, you're still
Oh
in
my gosh.
business.
Yeah.
Thousands of businesses went out of business. You're still in business. BJ, how long have you been in business now?
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to know. This business, we're coming on our 20th year.
Yeah, 20 years.
20th
Mine's 18.
year. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that in and of itself should tell you you're a success. You're doing great. Most businesses fail within the first year or two, small
yeah,
businesses. So if you're still in
yeah.
business, you're doing a great job. So,
That's it. Give us the next thought.
well, number three is once you get your head on straight, we want you to take massive action. And I love that term, massive action. Don't wait for the perfect moment because, here, spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. It isn't going to happen. Okay, you just
Right.
pull the trigger. And I tell my clients that all the time. Just do it. Just pull the trigger. Start now. Make that call you've been putting off. Launch that project sitting on the back burner. Write that first page of your book. You need to do these things. Just start taking massive action. Action breeds confidence and a momentum. It's almost a cycle that feeds itself.
Yeah. And I just feel like having that continuity, letting the continuity push you along, it's amazing what you can do. Your excitement buoys you. It takes you to a whole new level.
Yeah. And what's big about this is I talk to clients about MCA. Well, this is something that one of my old coaches told me. He goes, I want you to write the letters MCA on a little sticky note and put it on your monitor. It's called massive client acquisition. And what you need
I
to
love it.
do, what you need to do is you need to go after clients. You have to, if you're starting your own business, your whole focus is getting clients, getting customers. So you do anything you need to do, take massive action. And every day is focused on MCA. MCA. It's like MCA, what can I do?
Boom.
What can I do? Instead of sitting
Right.
there going, I don't have, nobody's coming, and let's get the violin out and play. No, what can I do right now to get another client? Who can I
Right.
call? Who can I meet? What meeting can I go to? Can I get out of the house and go get more clients? So,
Yeah. It's a huge benefit when you have that confidence. Number four, be fearlessly authentic. And what do I mean by that? Kids are just like unapologetically themselves. They can't they don't want to fit into another mold. They don't want to meet somebody else's expectations. You need to do the same thing. You got to embrace your uniqueness and let it shine. It's wonderful to think of that authenticity being so powerful and magnetic. If you feel yourself and you get out there and be that way, oh my gosh. Everybody knows, for instance, I wear wild socks. And now, over time, people give me even more very spirited socks that I can have. It's now my thing. It's like totally crazy, right, Rich?
absolutely. Everybody can smell a fake. So you need to be true to
Yes.
yourself and be authentic. Be authentic. Be yourself. That was one of the things. A lot of coaches were like very buttoned up, like, oh, and I was like, I'd go to meetings and I'd joke with people and I'd be authentic because I'd be like energetic and I'd get people going and they're like, who the hell is this guy? Because that was my authentic me. I wanted to have fun. You want to have
Right.
fun. I even have that in my welcome packet. Most of all, I want us to have fun. And I think that's so important for you too. You have a lot of fun with your customers too.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. And I think, it can influence your entire personality, and people remember you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, let me look at your socks. And I'm always like, oh God, I hope I have a good pair on. It's just a thing. So I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. So take us to number 5.
Number 5 is then learn and adapt. Okay, that's so important. What's working? What doesn't working? If things don't go as planned, so what? So what? We get so bent out of shape where we're like, oh, I did all this stuff and nothing really worked. Kids stumble and fall constantly, you
Yeah.
know, but they get right back up and they don't overthink it. They'll go, oh, I fell. Oh, I fell. They just go, okay, let's just keep going. Treat your setbacks as lessons, not failures, okay?
Right.
The first time you try something and you fail, that's a lesson. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, adjust your approach and keep moving forward. Let me tell you, I'm going to let you know a little secret. I
Uh-oh.
failed so many times. At least once or twice a year, I fail. But I keep getting up. I've been doing this for 18 years. I keep failing. I can't tell you how much money I've spent on failed programs and processes and things I've thought of. I just go, okay, it didn't work. Let me move on. I don't just sit there and, just
Mope
wallow
about it.
my crying. So,
Yeah. And you know what is so amazing is you fail up. That's
yeah,
a very important word. And I can't remember the book where I
fail
got it.
forward, fail forward.
Fail forward, fail forward. And the best part about doing that is you take all that lesson into the next time that you go to do something.
Yeah,
And, you and I talk about a lot of marketing ideas all the time. And, what can make your business stronger? What can I do? I mean, Rich is like one of those guys that's at the beginning of his business. And he's had his business for 18 years.
yeah.
And he's so enthusiastic about it that it just kills me. We come up with another idea. He says, yeah, let's do it. And that attitude brought him to where he is. So I don't know. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Let
by
me
the
wrap
way,
up.
very
Yeah.
quickly, the Failing Forward book, because we mentioned, is by John Maxwell. So if you're interested in
Thank
failing
you.
forward, this is your Bible. This is my Bible because I fail all the time. So,
It's a great book for sure. Well, listen, we all have to admit time is your most amazing, valuable lesson. Don't waste it on living a life that's not true to yourself. Step into your day with boldness as that of a child who believes that they can save the world and you yourself can make a difference. There's a world of growth and personal development opportunities just waiting for you.
yeah, you're absolutely right, BJ. It's so important. Think of Batman. Think of Batman. He had when he first started, everybody was against him, like the police,
I
the
know.
people.
I
They were
know.
afraid, but he started winning them over. So, will you
Exactly.
keep overthinking and holding yourself back, or are you ready to put on your cape and conquer what's in front of you? The choice is yours. Be the
Yes.
hero of your own story, starting right now, starting this morning. Okay. And remember, you can choose your path and you can shape your own future. So,
Love it. I love it. We have 2 great books. The first one is The Confidence Gap by Russ Harris. Russ has written a practical guide to self doubt, helping you to live a more courageous life. Great book, quick read.
And we got another book, Mindset. This is a book that I recommend to a lot of my clients. It's right on my
Mm,
website. The New Psychology of Success. It's by Carol Dweck. It's like the Bible on resetting your mindset. And Carol explores the power of a growth mindset and how believing in your ability to improve can lead to greater achievements.
yeah, I got a tingle just when you mentioned that book. That book has so many things in it. So fantastic. You know what? I want to say this to everybody. You need to keep the momentum going for our podcast and share this episode on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, and TikTok with the hashtag the best small business show. Let's spread the word and keep this community growing.
And ready to take your business to the next level? Reach out to me, Rich G, at richg.com for top tier business coaching that drives results. And for all things brand marketing and website design, connect with my fantastic podcast partner, BJ Flagg, at newrenew.com. Let's make your brand unforgettable.
Love it. Thanks for tuning in and being such a fantastic part of our team. If this episode has fired you up, don't miss out what's coming next. Subscribe, follow, and share it with your fellow entrepreneurs getting ready to level up. Your support keeps us going and helps us make an even more significant impact.
Absolutely. We have 370 podcasts, and they're all out there. So feel free to check them all out. A big shout out to our editor and producer, Richard Scalzo, for making us sound fantastic in every episode. Have an unbelievable week, crush those goals, and we'll catch you on the next episode.